305-541-2350. Now, Courtney, we were talking during the break about this intense problem right now that's as the internet and online services just become greater and greater. And also, to be quite honest, as people just become a little bit more savvy, people start to lose their credit card information. They wind up with intense problems in terms of identity theft. Your organization takes care of that or has some help with that as well?
Yeah, we have services. I mean, unfortunately, identity theft is a rampant issue. You hear about it constantly on the news and everywhere else. Approximately 8.7 million people were victims of identity theft last year. So it can definitely happen to you. And there are, definitely steps you want to take to try to avoid that.
Give us a couple of them, and then we do have a couple of calls we'll take in a moment.
Okay. I mean, the biggest question that I get is, how do they obtain my information? How do they get it? I've had so many people that have been victims, and they just don't understand how they get their information. Believe it or not, dumpster diving is one of the main things.
Wow.
Yep. When people say shred your information, shred it. People actually will go through your dumpsters and get it. A huge problem that we're having, especially in South Florida, is people who use their credit cards. I'm sure you do as well as I do. Most of us use our cards everywhere we go. We're basically in a cashless society. There are people who actually get a hold of those machines. You swipe your card and they have your information. So my best advice is watch your statements, especially if you use your credit or debit cards a lot. Because you will figure it out before your banks will.
Do you know if you get the same type of protection from a debit card as you would from a credit card?
The problem with the debit or credit cards is a lot of times when we use debit cards, they're still being swiped as credit cards. And more importantly, when you use a debit card, you're actually putting your PIN number in. So if those machines are in any way altered, that person now has your PIN number as well.
Does it make sense to do it as a debit or a credit card? I mean, what's the difference?
It's the same amount of protection either way. If they're going to get your information, they're going to get it either way. Yeah.
Okay, so we got to be shredding stuff up and making sure that, that you just actually have to take care. I guess it's just being prudent with what you're doing.
Exactly.
Do you endorse or or have any information about like LifeLock or any of the other companies that say that they will secure your ID?
I don't. I don't endorse any specific one. As long as you watch your statements, if you catch identity theft, you are not held responsible. As soon as you contact your bank, and obviously if you're the victim of identity theft, your first phone call is the police because it is a criminal offense, of course. And once you have that police report, you then contact the credit bureaus as well as your creditors and let them know what's going on.